Hi guys, my name is Chloe, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be unboxing the March FairyLoot box. Now I'm super excited for this month's box. I've heard great things about it, but also I'm really excited for this month's book. Unfortunately, if it is the one that I'm thinking about, I already own it because I saw the Waterstones edition and I loved it, so I pre-ordered that one before I knew it was going to be in this box. If I'm even correct, I'll let you know when I get to the book. But yeah, I think the theme is all to do with heists and everything, and there were some fandoms coming up that I love, so yeah, I'm super excited to open this box. So the first item that I can see is a fabric item, and oh, I think we've got a book sleeve. We haven't had one of these in quite a while, I think. I own quite a few from FairyLoot, but that's been over a few years now of being a subscriber. And yeah, I don't have one in this sort of fabric. The other ones are kind of like waxy and almost waterproof, whereas this doesn't have that kind of coating. So you've got this side here, which says Vengeance Never Dies, A Tempest of Tea. And that's the book that I think is in this month's box, which I already own. But yeah, this is really cool because this is actually a pocket on the front. So you could put, like, I don't know, your extra bookmarks, reading tabs, small notebook and a pen in here. That's really, really cool. I don't have one with a pocket on, and that's going to be really, really handy. And then the other side, we've got a different design. I think this is the main character. Yeah, that's really, really cool. I don't know if I like the colour scheme or not. I almost wish it was slightly darker and more like the black, purples and blues and reds of the original cover. But I don't hate it. And I love that this has a pocket on the back, and then inside, same as always, lots of padding to protect your books and a zip at the top so they're not going to get immediately wet or damaged. So yeah, I love this one, and I think book sleeves are one of the items that I don't mind having loads of, because when I go away I quite often pack individual books, especially hardcovers, in a book sleeve to protect them. Or I can get one or two paperbacks in one, and I usually take, you know, a few, and then I've got some that I can keep in different bags and stuff. So yeah, I don't mind having lots of these. Next I can see a little pouch, looks like this, and this one says Legends and Lattes Charms, which is still a book that I haven't read yet, but I've heard amazing things. So let's have a look. I think these are to go on Crocs, which I don't own. I'm not a fan of Crocs, unfortunately. But yeah, we've got little cinnamon rolls, I think. A lovely cup of coffee, I'm guessing. A latte, possibly. I'm not a coffee drinker. And then we have the two main characters there, which I don't know who they are because I haven't read the book. But these are really, really cute. But like I said, I don't own them, so I'm going to have to find something else that I can clip these onto, because they are kind of cute. I especially like the cup and the cinnamon rolls. So if I can find somewhere to use these / display these, I will. Otherwise, I might just have to pass them on to someone who can actually use them. Next we have another pouch, bit of a longer one this time. And this one says a Sting letter opener. So this is one of the replica daggers that they're doing, which are also letter openers. I've got all of the ones before. I think my favourite one so far has been Jax's dagger from Once Upon a Broken Heart, although I really like the Throne of Glass one as well, which is just on the shelf behind me. So let's see. Oh wow, this one's really, really pretty. It's got some glitter on it as well. It's really reflective, it's really hard to see, but you've got this gorgeous design here with a leaf, and then there's some like glitter on the end of the dagger there. It's really, really pretty. I don't recognise what this is from. I mean, my guess would be maybe Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit, but I'm not a Lord of the Rings fan, so I wouldn't recognise it by the name, so I will have to wait for the spoiler card for that one. But either way, that's going to look lovely on my bookshelves next to some fantasy or fantasy romance books, so happy with that one. Next we have quite a heavy box, and this one is a soap dish, which we've never had before. This is a new item as far as I'm aware. I definitely haven't received one anyway, and it's in this box. I haven't read this book before. I think I possibly own it on Kindle. I picked it up when it was cheap, but it's never been on my radar. And to be fair, I did used to hear quite a lot about it, but not so much recently, so maybe I will get to it at some point. Let's bring out the dish. This is a massive soap dish. Like, I already have one in the bathroom already, and it is about half the size. But yeah, this is gorgeous. You've got this lovely lion design there, and then all the way around you have this gorgeous, I guess, floral and star pattern. And then on the bottom you've just got these pads and FairyLoot logo as well. That's really handy actually, because we've got 2 soaps at the minute living in a little soap dish, so I will have to swap it out for the bigger one, and then it means there's a spare for when the other one's being washed and stuff. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Even though I have no idea what the book's like, it's a gorgeous item. We've got another item here. I'm just trying to remember if before we've been getting 4 items or 5 items, because so far we've done 4 and there's another one here. I can't quite remember, but let's crack on. So this one here, oh, it's inspired by Once Upon a Broken Heart, which is one of my new favourite series, and this is absolutely adorable. So on here it says never fall in love with a fate, and you've got Stephanie Garber on the bottom. You've got this side here, a little book, and here with Jax's apple. And yeah, this is really cool. So it's got that one on the top and a lid on the top. And then underneath the first lid we've got some kind of second lid that says Little Fox. And then if we open that one, I guess, we've got the tin there. So this could be another tea tin. They've done quite a lot of them, and I think I've only ever used one of them to put little bits in. But I do like that this is a different shape and it's taller, so I could even put some like pencils in this maybe, or like some longer items. That's kind of nice. Again, if it is a tea tin, I will not be using it for tea because I don't drink loose leaf tea. But no, it's a gorgeous tin, and this is definitely my favourite tin that FairyLoot have done. It's for one of my favourite fandoms. I love it. I mean, the Belladonna one that they did is a close second, but the colour scheme on this is gorgeous. Yeah, I might actually use this one for once. And then before I look through the spoiler card, I've got the tarot cards for this month. So the first one here is the King of Moons, which is really cool. And then we've got this gorgeous design on this one, the Queen of Moons. I think she's dressed as some kind of peacock. That is really, really cool. No idea who they are. They might be from the book. We'll find out. So this is the spoiler card, and the theme was Heists and Hustles. So let's have a look. The book sleeve, it said it was inspired by Tempest of Tea. Shoe charms, so they were for Crocs, I'm guessing. Hoping I can find another use for them. The letter opener, let's say, that one is from The Hobbit, which I have tried to read a few times and unfortunately probably will never read, but it's a gorgeous item and I'm going to keep it regardless. And then the soap dish said it was inspired by Raybearer, and the tea tin obviously designed by Once Upon a Broken Heart. And yeah, it is a tea tin, but at least it's a different shape, so I can probably put some different items in it this time. So there's that. So finally we just have the book left. Now I really hope that there's an author letter in here that is attached to a print, because I really like having the additional print to put in my art album alongside the month's spoiler cards. I've enjoyed collecting them and doing that. And last month they didn't have one, so it's really annoying. I had to put the spoiler card in and I had nothing to go alongside it, and it's really messed up my system, really annoyed me. So we'll see. I'm not super hopeful, but fingers crossed. So let's see. Okay, that's just the fairy scoop. I thought I could feel an extra piece of paper, but I can't. I don't think we do. We've got the bookmark, which matches the spoiler card, which is okay. And yeah, I don't think we've got any additional art, which is a bummer. I really love the art. I'd almost sacrifice maybe one of the items, like a small item, for the art print, just because they're usually gorgeous and I love them. But anyway, let's not get distracted. I've got the book here, and I was right, it is a Tempest of Tea by Heists Hustles. I've butchered that name, but this looks very different to the copy I already own, so I am pleased with that. It's very red and pinky, almost like a sunset in a way, which is really, really cool. And then we've got the spine there, and nothing on the back, just some gorgeous artwork that is stunning. And then the edges are very, very cool. It's kind of similar to the Waterstones one, to be fair, because the Waterstones one have like the pattern like this on black sprayed edge, but with like, I think it's purple and blue. I've actually got it right here. So yeah, this is my Waterstones copy. This is the original cover, and then that's the edge there, which is like, I guess, the steam from the tea, which is really cool, and one of the reasons why I pre-ordered it. But no, this one here, very, very different. But then you've also got the teacup at the bottom, which is really cute, and then top and bottom is just a solid sprayed edge. So let's see what we've got underneath. So the hardcover is like a gorgeous burgundy maroon with gold foiling, which is really, really cool. And then we've got the title on the spine again, and then on the back we have a little teapot, which is really, really cool. I keep saying that, but it's a pretty book. End papers wise, this is really, really gorgeous. I'm even more excited to read this one now. Here we are. So I'm guessing we've got some vampires down this end because they're very, very white, and then we've got the rest of the cast there. And then on the back, yes, it is, I think we've got the same characters there but in different costumes, which is really, really cool. And then moving through the book, do we have a letter in the book? Yes, we do. They've included a letter in the book itself, with the signature as well. Just a digital signature, but as I've said before, it doesn't bother me either way. Yeah, I'm just gutted again that it does seem that we're not getting the art prints anymore, which is a little bit disappointing, but at least the book is still gorgeous. There's always that. And yeah, I kind of already know a little bit about this book, which this is it doesn't actually have a blurb for this book on the book. We don't have anything underneath the dust jacket, but on this page we have this gorgeous design. But if you pick this book up just by itself, there'd be like no way to see what it's about unless it's been printed in. No, just reviews and stuff, I think. Yeah, so I'm kind of glad actually that I have my other copy here to let you know what the book's about, because that's really strange. I've never seen that before. Yeah, right. But yeah, as I said, I already pre-ordered this book. It's already one that was on my radar and I'm excited to read. So let me just share the premise with you now. Arthur Casimir is a criminal mastermind and a collector of secrets. Her prestigious tea room transforms into an illegal bloodhouse by night, catering to the vampires feared by society. But when the tea room and its secrets come under threat, Arthur must lead a gang of outcasts in a high-stakes heist to the sinister vampire underworld. But even as unexpected romances blossom, Arthur realises that not everyone in her ragtag crew is on her side, and she soon finds herself in the midst of a conspiracy that will threaten the world as she knows it. Dark, action-packed and swoon-worthy, A Tempest of Tea is teeming with romance and revenge, led by an orphan girl willing to do whatever it takes to save her self-made kingdom. So yeah, sounds really, really cool. I picked it up because to me that reminded me of Six of Crows, and also kind of has like the tea room vibes that people have been raving about from Legends and Lattes, which I haven't read yet, and also vampires. So all of those three things combined made me really excited for the book. Yeah, and now I have two gorgeous copies of the book, so it better not let me down now. So that was it. Those were all the items in the March FairyLoot box. It's hard to choose a favourite this month. I think the items have been super strong. I think my least favourite is probably the shoe charms, just because at the minute I don't know if I'm going to be able to use them whilst they are cute and adorable. And my favourites actually, I think up there has to be the dagger, just because it's gorgeous and I love displaying these on my bookshelves. But to be honest, even though I have loads of them, this book sleeve is genius. I love having the pocket on the front. I'm probably going to use this one like more often than some of my other ones, which is really great. And then the soap dish as well was gorgeous, and I can't wait to use that one. So yeah, really hard to choose. I cannot pick. And a great book. I think this is definitely the book that I've probably my least favourite book in terms of design, but probably the one that I'm most excited to read, so it balances out. But yeah, that was it. Let me know if you've read this book already. I know lots of people have been excited for that, but otherwise I hope that you're enjoying your current reads, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!